What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sierra, and today I'm just gonna get right into it. As you probably noticed, if you are a subscriber, I did not post a video last week. I just posted a little short of my dogs, and if you read the description, you will know that the past couple weeks has been just not great for me. So I thought I would start out with a little bit of a story time and just kick this thing off right so you guys know where I have been and kind of what's been going on, kind of keep you guys up to speed on my life. And I just want to start by saying, when it rains, it pours. And y'all are probably gonna think that I'm being dramatic, but I'm really just like to my wits' end this week with all the stuff that keeps like going wrong. My first story, I've been wearing contacts since I was in the 7th grade. It has been like 10 years of me wearing contacts, and all of a sudden my eyes decided that, hey, I don't like contacts anymore. So the pair that I had, I kept feeling them like moving around in my eye, so I went to the eye doctor. He gave me a new pair to try, and those were great for a couple days, and then all of a sudden they started like burning my eyes. Like I could not wear them, so I've been having to wear my glasses for like a week now, which is usually not a big deal, but my work made us start wearing our masks again. And if you know, if you wear glasses, if you've worn glasses with your mask, every time I breathe they fog up. So it's just been a constant battle of not being able to see because my glasses are fogged up, or because my contacts are messed up, or whatever. So I called. They've got me a new pair coming in to try those, and if that doesn't work, then I really don't know what the next step is. Also, Peep Jonathan's deer just like staring at me in the background, but whatever. Anyways, so if that doesn't work, then I honestly don't know what the next step is other than to just wear glasses every day, and I do not want to do that. I love wearing my contacts. So that is like number one on the list of things that went wrong. Number two is that our washer started like not cleaning our clothes, and it was leaving everything super wet, and even if I would change them over like right after they finished washing, they would smell sour and mildewy and just gross. And so I felt like I was having to wash everything like a million times, and they just were not getting clean. I went on Google, searched up, you know, why is my washer doing this, looked up the brand, all that good stuff, and it told me to buy these little things to clean it with. So I bought these little Fresh tablets, and I put one in the washer just by itself to like clean the washer, and it didn't even dissolve. So I was like, okay, something is definitely wrong with our washer. So I put in like a maintenance request because we literally have only had this washer and dryer set for like 6 months. We got it brand new when we moved into our house back in February. So I put in a request for that. They were supposed to come September 1st to like fix it or like figure out what was going on or something. And then 2 days before that, I get a text saying that their technician is out on a family emergency, and it will be September 8th before he can get out here. So now it's been like going on 3 weeks that our washer has not worked. I've been having to take clothes to my mom's to wash, had her come get her clothes and wash them while I was at work. Like we literally didn't have any clothes left, so that's super frustrating. That's number two. And then number three, my laptop decided to break on me. So that was annoying because my whole life is on my laptop. Basically what happened was I opened my laptop up, it was working, and then I just like barely brushed it with my hand to like reach by it and get something, and the screen just like cut off, and I was just like, oh my god, what the heck? So I thought it was dead, so I plugged it in, didn't come back on. I just like closed it. I was like, well, maybe I just need to like let it restart or something. So I go to open it back up, the light comes on, but then like once I would get it open to a certain point, it would turn back off again. And I googled it again, unknown issue. So I had to drive all the way to Charlotte, which is like 45 minutes from me, take it to the Apple store. They couldn't fix it there, so they had to ship it off to get it fixed, and it was gone for like a week. Didn't have a video filmed or anything, so that's the reason that I did not post last week, is because I did not have anything to edit my videos on. I didn't have anything to upload it on or anything like that. My computer was literally like across the country. It literally just came back yesterday. It was gone for like a whole week. So they informed me whenever I was dropping it off that, hello Axel. They informed me when I dropped it off, I had a bunch of stickers on the front. They've been on there ever since like college. They informed me that when I got it back, those stickers would be gone. And I was crushed. So I was like, you know what, that's fine. Like these are my college stickers. Like I could have just taken them off, but honestly they've been on there for so long, like they were not coming off because I tried. In the middle of the Apple store, I tried to get my stickers off and they just wouldn't. So I was like taking this opportunity, I was like, you know what, it's fine. Like they can have the stickers. That's like a chapter of my life closing, kind of. And I know this sounds so freaking dramatic, but that's how it feels. Like that, all those stickers were like very college related and things like that. And I was like, you know know what, it's fine. This is like the close of a chapter. We're gonna open a new chapter. And so I went and ordered a bunch of new stickers. Once they come in, I'm gonna do a whole video on like my laptop and customizing it and stuff, because I have come to the conclusion that like I am blossoming into something else or something. I don't know. Again, this seems probably very dramatic, but this is how I feel. So I'm like rebranding my whole life, basically. I'm like redoing all my YouTube stuff, redoing all my social media stuff. And I know a lot of people are probably like, it's just social media, it's not that big of a deal, but like I'm doing it for me. I don't actually care if you guys like it. I'm doing it for me, and that's all that matters. I want it to be like organized and cohesive and all the things. I love doing this stuff, so I want to make it like as awesome as I can. So I'm doing this for me, and I don't really care if anyone likes that or not. So that's that. I'm gonna make a whole video on like customizing my computer. Once my stickers come in, they had like a week and a half ship time on them, so it'll probably be a couple weeks after this video, but I'm very excited for that. I'm kind of excited to like revamp my computer and like my life and all these things. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. That's where I've been. That's what's been happening in my crazy life. Also, I have like a mental health therapy update that I want to give you guys in a little bit. I'm not gonna do that right here because I've been talking for a long time. So let's go do something fun, and then we'll like bring it back down to the mental health update, because let me tell y'all, it is everywhere. Say hello. Boop. Okay, bye.
It's sunny at most days. You'll never see the sky if you keep looking down. And if you take the wrong way, then maybe you should stay instead of turning around. So, but you keep on going. I know that you're in the open, hoping that you'll be okay. Don't stay looking out the window.
So as you guys know, I'm like the crazy dog mom, and Axel is AKC registered, which I have mentioned in a previous video. We have been doing a lot of dog training, and I want to get him titled in several different things. We actually got his virtual home manners puppy title. We just literally got it in the mail like last week. So I'll insert a picture of that here, because look how cute we are. You can tell I'm so excited, and he could literally not care less. But since we got that done, I wanted to go ahead and get another one. So we've been working on that, and I've got it very like organized, in my opinion at least, on what I want to do. So the next thing that we worked on was his novice trick title, or novice, however you say it, I don't know. Anyway, so that you can also do virtually. So basically you just record it on your phone, put it all together, send it to an evaluator, and they send in their paperwork, you send in your paperwork, and then they send you the title in the mail. So there are 4 different trick titles. Obviously the novice, novice, whatever is the first one, basically the beginner. For their titles, they give you like 20 different things to pick from, and you have to pick 10 of them. For each one, they all have to be different in order to like level up to the next one. So basically what I did is I wrote every single trick that we could use down that they gave, and then you can also use 2 handler's choice, so that can be a lot of different things. And then I basically, up here at the top in my little notebook, it has the months and the dates, and I just circled with when I wanted to have it done by, which was September 1st. And unfortunately my computer broke, and I did not get it back until September 1st, like later in the afternoon. So I went ahead and filmed it, but I have not had a chance to edit it or send it in or anything yet. So in my eyes, we still met that goal because we had all of the like tricks and stuff learned by then, but I just haven't been able to edit it and send it in. So that's what I'm about to work on now. Yeah, so I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna edit it, and then we will, excuse me, sir. He's so freaking cute. Anyways, so I'm gonna edit it, and then I will catch up with you guys when I finish doing that. So I have finished doing this. I'm just waiting on it to export so that I can send it to the evaluator. Such a hard life being a titled dog, huh? You just have the roughest life with this little stuffed animal as under his head. Oh my god, how freaking cute. But as I was saying before, I have all of the things that we can do for different titles written down. So this is the one that we'll be working on next, and I gave ourselves a date of November the 1st to complete this. So you have to pick 10 new ones. You can't do the same as what you did before. So these are kind of what we can choose. The ones that have check marks are the ones that I know that he already knows how to do. And then these down here are some things that I can do for handler's choice. So I just need to work on a couple more of these things with him and we will be good for this one. We also are working towards his CGC title at training, which is the Canine Good Citizen title. It's just very basic, but why not just go ahead and add another couple letters behind his name. He's literally gonna look like, you know, like how doctors have like letters behind their name. That's basically how his name is gonna be. But I think it's so fun. It's fun for me. He enjoys learning all the stuff and like pleasing and all that stuff just because of the kind of dog he is. He loves to please. So I'm gonna keep teaching him tricks as long as he is willing to learn them and do them over and over again. So that's super exciting for me. It really boosts my mood whenever I teach him new stuff. So that's really helped me the past few weeks, especially because my mental health has been in the garbage. But I am going to make some lunch now, and then as I finish that up, I'll give you guys a little mental health update because whew.
It's sunnier than most days. You'll never see the sky if you keep looking down. And if you take the wrong way, then maybe you should stay instead of turning around. So, but you keep on going. I know that you're in the open, hoping that you'll be okay.
I have some leftover honey chicken. It's PF Chang's, the frozen stuff, and then I've got a little bit of pink lemonade left from yesterday. Really just having lots of leftovers. I'm gonna eat my lunch. It's very yummy. If you haven't had PF Chang's frozen meals, this is honestly one of the best ones. I sometimes get the stir fry one, but it's like a little slimy kind of. I don't really love that. So this one's very good, but it just comes with the chicken. So I had to make rice extra and I didn't make enough for leftovers. So I'm just gonna be eating a lot of chicken. So now it's time for the mental health update, and I need to take a seat for this. It's really not, oh my God, I have the freaking hiccups. It's really not that dramatic, but at the moment when all this was happening, it felt very dramatic. So I'm gonna be dramatic. Okay, so please ignore the fact that my bed is not at all made and there are 2 deer on the wall. I lost this battle, okay? Actually, I won this battle because Jonathan wanted to put them in the living room. But that's totally besides the point. So, I am so bright. Oh no, that's not cute. That's not cute, honey. Is that better? And now it's a little dark. But you know what? We're just gonna go with it. Anyways, so for my mental health update, I don't even know where to begin with this. So basically, I started my new therapist. I love her. She's awesome. We are like diving in deep, okay? Diving in deep, which is great. But I'm just like, oh my God, my life is kind of a wreck. It's really not. Like, my life's really not bad. Like, it's really not. But I just been going through it, okay? So me and Jonathan, this is gonna sound so stupid, but me and Jonathan have been watching Friday Night Lights. And if you've watched that, you know it's about a Texas football team, like high school football team, all this stuff, okay? And so then I'm like in my head about it, like, holy crap, I peaked in high school and now I'm like boring and I don't do anything with my life and this sucks. And I don't want to be stuck in this rut, which is what I have been in for like a very long time now, like months at this point, and I didn't really realize that's what it was, but I was just very stuck in a rut of like, I am not the person that I want to be and I don't know what to do about it. So with a lot of like thought and things like that, I finally just was like, you know what, screw it. Like, I'm gonna do what I want to do, and if somebody's got something to say about it, oh freaking well. Like, they can live their life and I can live mine, because me living this way and like doing stuff for other people is not cutting it for me. So I made the decision to, this sounds so dramatic and it's really not that dramatic, but it's just how I feel. I'm just very much the type to be like, well, I don't know what such and such is gonna think if I do this. Like, they're gonna be upset or they're gonna feel some type of way about it. And honestly, at this point, I don't care. If you don't like what I'm doing with my life, then don't be in my life. And that probably sounds really harsh, but that's how it is. Like, my mental health should not suffer because I'm trying to please all these other people, and very subliminally it has been. So I have decided I'm not doing that anymore. And this kind of goes back to what I said at the beginning of the video of like rebranding myself and things like that. I know you can rebrand your social media and all this stuff. Like, I want to rebrand my actual self in real life because I'm just not the person that I want to be. I'm not doing things that I want to do, and I'm kind of tired of that, to be quite honest. So yeah, so I'm gonna try to do better about that, and I've definitely been doing better about that. I'm typically not very good at saying no to people or saying no to things that I've already agreed to, even though I really don't want to do it. And for the first time in probably my entire life, last week I was supposed to go to dog training, and don't get me wrong, dog training is like what I thrive on right now. Like, that is my like heart and soul favorite thing to do right now. But that day I was just so tired and I did not feel that great. I had a headache. I did not want to go, and so I just texted our trainer, and like usually I would try to like make something up to make it sound better as to why I didn't want to do it or why I couldn't. And I finally realized like there's no point in that. Like, just be honest with people. And so I just texted him and I was like, hey, like I'm just really not feeling up to it today, so let's just reschedule for next week. And he was just like, okay, people don't care, just be honest. And I'm such a person that's like that to other people. Like, I just want them to be straight up with me, and I realized that I have not been doing that myself. So I decided that I'm gonna just start being honest with people, being like, hey, I just don't feel like doing that because I don't, and I don't know you an explanation as to why. I just don't want to do it. And if you don't like that answer, oh well, get over it. And again, this probably sounds harsh to some people, but like it's just how I feel lately. I just want to do me, and me and Jonathan are like living our best life, and I'm tired of being sad and depressed all the time because I'm not actually doing all the things that I know I can do and know that I'm capable of and all that good stuff. So that's what I'm doing from now on. I have also decided that I think I'm gonna start like a blog. I don't know how serious it's gonna be, so like don't hold me to that, but I started one like my freshman year of college. I kind of started one, but I didn't really keep up with it. It was more just like for fun, and this one will be for fun too, but I think it's also gonna be a way to like hold myself accountable and kind of go through the things of the day and of the week and things like that, and see like what's causing my anxiety. And enter Axel. Hello, bud. Come on. Axel's gonna join the chat. Good boy. Okay, lay down. Lay down. He would rather play with Hendrix, who has also entered the chat. You just can't see him, and I'm gonna get whacked with the tail here any moment. Anyway, so I'm gonna use this blog as a way to keep up with my like mental health days. If I'm having a really good day, definitely want to log that. Having a really bad day, definitely want to write about that. It's also kind of like journaling for me, but I just like typing better. I'm a lot faster at typing. My hands don't get cramps and all that good stuff. So I think I'm gonna do it as a way to kind of journal my like mental health days, and when I have good days, when I have bad days, all that good stuff. And then I can kind of keep up with it, and then who knows, in a couple months from now, a couple years from now, I can look back and be like, dang, you are not that person anymore. Like, you're doing the dang thing. You're doing so much better. Like, you are so happy. Because I really do. I have so many things in my life. I'm gonna cry. I don't want to cry. This is stupid. Anyway, I have so many things in my life to be happy about and thankful for and all this stuff, and I know that, but there's still like a part of me, I'm like, I'm not at the place I want to be. And it's not just I'm not in the job I like. Like, it's not even just that. It's just a lot of stuff like I didn't do when I was in college, or I didn't do whatever, and I'm like over here feeling like I'm old and like can't do all this stuff. And then I sit back and I think about it, and I'm like, I'm 22 years old. Like, just because I bought a house and I'm about to get married and we have 2 dogs that are basically like our children does not mean that I can't still do stuff that I love and still like pursue my dreams. I'm literally 22 years old, like freshly 22. So I can do whatever I put my mind to. I just have to do that. I just have to put my mind to it. And I know that I will achieve whatever I want. Like, I know that I will. It's just, I think what has been holding me back is like, okay, well, what if my friends don't support me? Or what if my family doesn't like it? And to be honest, if they don't, well, then you're not really a very good friend, and you're not really a very great family member either at that point. So it is what it is. And I truly, truly feel that. Like, before, I would say it is what it is and I don't care, but that wasn't the case. I really did care, and I wanted my friends and family to be supportive of me, and I wanted them to be there for me and all this stuff. And while I still want that, that's not my main priority. If that makes sense, my main priority is being happy and doing what I want. And whoever comes along in that process to support me and be there for me and be there for all my accomplishments or whatever it is, then that's who's supposed to be there, and I'm okay with that. And if the only person I got is Jonathan and like my mom, then so be it, because oh well. But that's how I feel, and my brain has been like spinning on like, okay, what am I gonna do next? Because I've got like a bajillion goals I want to set, and I know that I need to like not rein them in, but just kind of make them a little bit broader so that I don't set myself up for failure, basically. Because I know in my heart of hearts, like, I'm a hard freaking worker and I will do whatever it takes to get to where I want to be, but I was just like kind of holding myself back, and I'm not gonna do that anymore. We're gonna live our best life, and whatever that is doing, wherever that is, like, I just want to be happy, and I am truly like working on just being happy and nothing else. Like, some days it's not so great and I'm like, this isn't gonna work, and then the next day is like I feel on my A game and everything is freaking phenomenal. So there are definitely good days and bad days, but I'm trying my best to get through them all equally and just kind of like work through it and figure out like what my groove is, what I'm good at, and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know, like, I had this like, not breakdown, but kind of like a life crisis before, but like I really didn't do anything about it. I just kind of let myself have a pity party, and then I was just pitiful. So I'm not doing that anymore. I want to be happy, and I'm gonna actually make steps and do things to make that happen, and I will try to bring you guys along with me for that as much as I can. I do have some stuff that I'm like kind of thinking about and working on. Let me say this, I'm very much a believer in like law of attraction. Like, you are what you attract, and like you attract the energy that you put off. So when you put things out into the world, like, you will get that back. I very much am a believer of that, because when you're negative all the time, then obviously everything bad is going to happen to you, because that's what you're noticing. So whenever you put the good stuff out in the world, then you're gonna like realize the good stuff that comes back to you. So I very much believe in that, but at the same time, I still am very like hesitant to just like start spewing all these things I'm going to do. And I say going to do because I truly mean that. Like, I have so many thoughts in my head and ideas and things like that, and I'm like, I'm going to do this. It might not be next week, it might not even be next year, but I'm going to do these things, and I know that I'm gonna push myself to do those things. So with that being said, I also don't want to just put out all these things, because in a sense, I feel like if I go around telling all these people, oh yeah, I'm doing this and I'm gonna do that and I'm doing that, then it's gonna just like crumble at my feet. And I'm like, I don't know, I very much believe in law of attraction, but I also believe in jinxing yourself if you're too like cocky about it. Not necessarily saying that I am going to be cocky about it, but that's just kind of my thought process on that. So I hope to share with you guys as much as I can, especially after the fact of things happening. But in the meantime, just know that my mental health is a lot better than it has been in a long time. I'm very confident in myself, and I'm very much like setting goals that I know that I'm working towards, and I'm actively working towards them, trying to achieve them, and not just setting all these random goals that I don't really care that much about. So just know that I am in a very, very good headspace compared to even like 2 weeks ago. So I am so happy for that, and I just wanted to give you guys that little update. And all that to say, do you, whatever you want to do, don't care what people think. And I truly mean that. Don't care what people think. Whether it's friends, family, people you never speak to, do not care about what they think. Because at the end of the day, you're all you got, and you need to make yourself happy. So do that. And whatever that means to you, do it. Because that is what took me so long to realize, and I'm so happy that I'm finally like in the right mindset to be like, you know what, screw what other people think, I'm doing what I want to do. Because I'm so much better off that way, and I think that you will be too. So I know that was a lot, and I just kind of rambled, but I just had a lot on my mind in regards to that. So I wanted to share with you guys, and like I said, I will keep you guys up to date as much as I can without like spoiling anything, I guess. So I'm gonna end this video here because I've talked a lot, and I don't even know if you guys are still here. But if you are, comment down below that one moment in your life where you were like, no, this is not what I want for myself, and that's when you changed everything. Because this has been that moment for me. Finding a new therapist and like actually diving into like what is the problem has changed my life. So I will see you guys back here next week. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below, and I will see you guys in my next video.